Well, we could talk about watering advice for your domestic plants, but let's talk song. Today I'm going to react to and analyze one of your audience requests. Matei Lakatis X9K said you should react to We Can't Be Friends, Wait for Your Love by Ariana Grande. That song is so beautiful, written and emotional, you will really enjoy it if you react to it. Now, I must say that I don't know the song. This is something that I have missed in 2024. I'm really curious to find out songwriting learnings. Without further ado, let's get going.
I didn't think you'd understand me.
I think we are in the key of F, and we play something like. I think it's a 1/4 progression in F major. The chords are kind of hidden, but really nice so far.
Let this story die, and I'll be alright.
Really interesting. So, really interesting in terms of harmonic development and also of melodic development. Let's look at the chords first. 1/4, as far as we can tell. And now we expand this a little bit.
I don't wanna tiptoe.
Is that this?
I don't wanna tiptoe, but I don't wanna hide. But
So I think this might
I
be.
don't wanna tiptoe, but I don't wanna hide. But I don't wanna feed this monster.
Kind of as a harmonic development of this 1/4 thing, we introduce a moving bass line with one with 3 in bass that then goes to the 4. And the 4th progression is now a reharm option with the 6 minor instead of the 1.
Fire, just wanna let this story die. And
And I think this is a classical maiden 6 minor 5/4.
just wanna let this story die. And I'll be alright.
So let's wrap up what happens here in terms of chords. 1 for 2 bars that then goes to the 4. This then repeats, and the 3rd time around we have 1 with 3 in bass to 4. And then 6 minor to 5 to 4. Interesting melodic development as well, as I said. The first idea is.
I didn't think you'd understand me.
So a melody that starts after the downbeat, it's on the 3. 1, 2, I didn't think you'd understand me. And also really highlighting those offbeats, right? This think you'd understand me is really all the 8th notes of the beat. And this line we then vary a bit.
How could you ever even try?
How could you ever even try? So basically what we do here is we build up to an A-B rhyming pattern where the B lines are a bit shorter than this A line. I didn't think you'd understand me. How could you ever even try? So there is 1 syllable missing at the end of those lines. I didn't think you'd understand me. How could you ever even try? Really interesting rhythm as well with this bum 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 bum. She introduces a variation in the 3rd line.
I don't wanna tiptoe, but I don't wanna hide.
I don't wanna tiptoe, but I don't wanna hide. And also speeding up the melody so that she fits in a little rhyming line.
But I don't wanna feed this monstrous fire.
With hide and fire rhyming with each other.
Just wanna let this story die.
And this just wanna let this story die, of course, refers back to this how could you ever even try from the 1st verse half. And this and I'll be alright is kind of the tagline to it.
And we can't be friends, but I'd like to just pretend.
Okay, so what happened here in the chorus is that the harmonic foundation from the verse stays because we have a clear focus on this 1/4 thing at the beginning, right?
We can't be friends, but I'd like to just pretend.
The melody, on the other hand, is something totally different. Remember that the verse melody started with, I didn't think you'd understand me, after the downbeat, and here this we can't be friends is very much on the downbeat and kind of giving everything more power.
We can't be friends, but I'd like to just pretend.
But I'd like to, so that the but gets too much stress in my opinion. But I'd like to, if you just read the sentence, we can't be friends, but I'd like to just pretend, right? This but shouldn't get so much stress. But the bigger problem that I have with this line is that unnecessary prolongation of this pretend word.
But I'd like to just pretend.
Pretend. So they clearly needed a 3-syllable word and couldn't find one. So what they did is they added this pretend to this pretend thingy. Sloppy lyric writing, I want to say.
You cling to your papers and pens.
But with a really, really strong rhythmic motif, and this is what defines what happens, because this we can't be friends now becomes papers and pens, thereby kind of justifying the really odd pronunciation of certain words. Wait until you...
Wait until you like me again.
And here it's more subtle with this again, because they didn't have this strong rest between again.
Wait until you like me again. Wait for your love.
Second chorus half that doesn't have anything to do with the first chorus half, almost like a post-chorus. Interestingly enough, bringing back this 6 minor 5/4 progression. D minor to C to B flat that we had in the verse already.
Wait for your love. Love, I'll wait for your love.
And introducing new melodic motifs as well, this time starting before the downbeat. See how different melodies get different beginnings?
Wait for your love.
So everything is before the downbeat. Wait for your love,
Wait for your love.
love.
Love, I'll wait for your love.
I expect verse 2 now.
Me and my truth, we sit in silence.
With this very clear bringing back of this strong melodic rhythmic motif. And I think with a little prosodic element in the arrangement where the instruments just stop playing on the word silence.
Silence.
One-on-one prosody.
Baby girl, it's just me and you.
Unnecessary stress of this it's baby girl, it's just me and you. Again, if you read this, it's baby girl, it's just me and you, and not baby girl, it's just me and you.
Baby girl, it's just me.
Now remember this speeding up of those 2 middle lines, they will come back.
I don't wanna argue, but I don't wanna bite my tongue. Yeah, I think I'd rather die.
And interestingly enough, even bringing back this rhyming family, this I rhyming family from verse number 1 where we did the same thing.
You got me misunderstood, but at least I look this good.
And here we break the rhythmic pattern a little bit with this, you got me misunderstood, but at least I look this good. This is something that we didn't have in verse number 1. I think we could call this a booster line that builds up to chorus number 2 in a very different way.
We
Chorus number 2.
be friends. Wait until you like me again.
Couldn't they have done this with pretend as well? This elegant solution with wait until you like me again. Couldn't they have said, but I'd like to just... No, they are really missing syllables in this, but I'd like to just pretend. But I'd like to just wait until you like me again. So there is more syllables in wait until you like me again, which is why it comes across more smoothly. And second chorus half. Second chorus half, this time double or post-chorus. I think we could call it post-chorus. Is that going to be a bridge? Okay, so there is a bridge. The chords are the same as in the chorus. The melody changes dramatically. I don't know if the original function of a bridge, which is to give everything a new perspective and have this supported by harmonic changes, is actually met. Let's listen to it again and find the melodic puzzle pieces to it. So new, very, very strong hook, which is now that you made me.
I don't like how you paint me, yet I'm still here hanging.
Bringing back cool rhymes with made me and paint me, yet I'm still here hanging. I hope that this hanging doesn't... Oh, wait a minute. Yet I'm still here hanging, and if this rhyme now doesn't, or if this line doesn't get rhymed, wouldn't this be prosodic to say yet I'm still here hanging, which is why they couldn't find a rhyme for that line? Probably, right?
I don't like how you paint me,
Yet I'm still here hanging. Of course, it's close to this paint me and made me. It's something like a daydream.
but I feel so seen in the night.
Okay, and now new stuff, but I feel so seen in the night.
But I feel so seen in the night.
Again with a focus on those offbeats, right?
But I feel so seen in the night.
Okay, so there are kind of recycled elements from the melodies of verse and chorus, and we introduce a new hook, which is this know that you made me, which is really cool. So yes, we can call it a proper bridge. I think I would have tried new harmonic surroundings in order to kind of lift this to another level.
And maybe that's all I need. We can't be friends,
Okay, bring back the chorus is always a very good idea after the bridge.
but I'd like to just pretend.
Now, you see, the thing with this pretend line, but I'd like to just pretend, is so unnatural in its pronunciation that this itself becomes kind of a hook. It's the third time that I've listened to it, and I'm already waiting for it, right? Raising expectations because it's so off. So maybe it's a good idea to kind of introduce certain hiccups in your pronunciation patterns in order to create new cool hooks. I don't know.
Wait for your love.
Really, really nice dance atmosphere.
For your love. I'll wait for your love.
And now instrumental outro with this I'll wait for your love as kind of the repeating and echoing element. And really also punching in that offbeat feel in those breaths that are all offbeat as well. Ha, 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 I'll wait for your love. And really unusual, but really, really powerful orchestral instrumental outro. I'm just realizing that Max Martin is one of the songwriters and he has written a couple of good songs. So yes, it's a very, very strong pop song, as I said, with that two odd things that I, with my conventions, would have probably done differently. One is this pretend hiccup, and the second is the harmonization of the bridge, which I always like kind of taking out of the ordinary in order to kind of give the bridge also a harmonic value in its own right. But I think we can take away valuable songwriting learnings here anyway. Songwriting learning number one, the Let's Talk song evergreen. Mind the beginnings of your melody. Whenever you start your verse melody after the downbeat like this, I didn't think you'd understand me, that starts on the 3 of the measure, then it's a very good idea to have a powerful beginning on the downbeat on the one when you start the chorus. Wait for your love. And this other thing, it was, sorry, we can't be friends. And then this other hook then starts before the downbeat. Wait for your love, wait for your love. Right? So we have got those three options after the downbeat, on the downbeat, and before the downbeat, all of which are covered in that pop song. Songwriting learning number 2, that is if you have got a 2-chord progression like this 1/4 thing, it makes sense to think about developing this a bit more with every progression that you repeat, right? Remember that we start with 1 and 4 only, and then what we do? New bass note. Then we reharm the 6 minor for the 1, the 5 for the one with 3 in bass, and we land on the 4. So every time the chord progression repeats, they come up with something new, and this then also builds the foundation for the other hooks, right? Where we have this wait for your love always on this 6 minor 5/4 progression and stuff. This originated in variations of that very classical and simple 2-chord progression 1 and 4. And songwriting learning number 3, this is about lyric writing combined with melody writing. What I really liked about the 3rd and 4th lines of the verses is that they kind of raise expectations when it comes to an A-B rhyming pattern. I didn't think you'd understand me. How could you ever even try? It would be logical to now have something with blah 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 blah, hand me blah 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 blah, die as lines 3 and 4. But what they do instead is they insert a little sped up variation. But I don't wanna tiptoe.
I don't wanna,
Right? This is I don't wanna tiptoe, but I don't wanna hide. But I wouldn't wanna feed this monstrous fire. And only then they bring back this B line with just wanna let this story die. So this is really, really cool, experimental and progressive lyric writing combined with melody writing, because the melody always has to kind of deliver as well. So this was my on-the-fly analysis of We Can't Be Friends, Wait for Your Love by Ariana Grande. Thank you to Matej Lakatis X9K for suggesting that song and bringing it to my attention. I think I'm a bit late to the party. If you still liked my analysis video, please make sure to like the video, to subscribe to the channel, to give friendly comments, also suggesting other songs that you would like me to analyze, to take a look at the almost but not quite complete guide to songwriting available at spectreacademy.net. I guess we've talked song. You can talk about watering advice for domestic plants now. Bye bye!